Well, Paul, this is a massive game this weekend. The players must be absolutely buzzing for it.
Yes, obviously we've only had really today to start thinking about the game properly. Again, excellent training session here today. Everyone nice and lively. Really looking forward to the game on Saturday.
What we made of Cheltenham season so far?
Well, we went and watched them at Crewe, and we walked out the ground thinking they were a very, very good side. And we haven't seen them since that day, or I haven't. They've obviously had a couple of poor results since then, as we have, to be fair. So I think the FA Cup's a different situation. It's a one-off. You can't really look at league form. You can't look at who's playing well and who's not. It's on the day. And you know, we saw that at Dartford. I think that up to then we haven't been scoring loads of goals. We go and score 6 against Dartford. So the FA Cup is a special day. It's a one-off day, and I wouldn't worry too much about form from one team or the other.
Who do you think the key players are in Cheltenham's team?
Well, watching them at Cheltenham, all 11, they were very, very good that night. But certainly Danny Wright, we know well, the centre forward, very strong, good player. And we like Waters as well, the lad who plays off of him or just in the hole. But listen, they're a good side. They won a National League with over 100 points. I think they won it by 12 points. And if they were in the National League this year, they'd be probably top again. So, excellent manager in Gary Johnson. You know, they're just a good club, and they'll be okay this year. I think Gary will definitely get it right. But we're up against a tough team, tough physical team. They're a big side as well.
Where does this game rank since you've been at the club?
In FA Cup terms, probably one of the most important. We've got into the second round once before. I think we played Notts County when I've been here. That again was live on the television, so that's been a great occasion. I think if we were to beat Cheltenham, that would top it, but up to now probably the Notts County game when we got in the last round too.
Does this game remind you a bit of the first round tie against Kettering 5 years ago? As like Kettering, Cheltenham are struggling in the league at the moment, and like we were then, we're in a good place at the moment.
I haven't made that connection. I think it's more like I've sort of been holding on to the Forest Green result really more. You know, we're going to have to be at our very, very best on Saturday, like we were against Forest Green. Probably have to hope Cheltenham on 90% of their form, and that gives us a very, very good chance of progressing. But I haven't made that connection, to be honest.
Can you see this game being a fast-paced, entertaining game like the Dartford and Forest Green games, or a tight, cagey affair?
I don't think it'll be as open as the Dartford game, because obviously Cheltenham don't play the same system as Dartford, where they just sort of left as a 4-4-2. Probably more tight and cagey, I would have thought, because of the nature of the game and the importance to both clubs. I think financially it's important to Cheltenham as it is to Sutton. I think both clubs haven't got major benefactors, and both want to progress as much for the football as financial reasons.
The BBC cameras being here at the lane on Saturday must notch up the anticipation for the game.
Yeah, listen, it's brilliant. You know, to have Football Focus here for an hour, I think it goes out to over 1 million people at lunchtime, and then with the main game at 5:20 on Match of the Day on BBC Two. So, you know, all the cameras have been here today. They're all here setting up. You know, we've had lots of interviews from the Sun and the BBC, and the FA have come down. So you can see the excitement building. That's why people are here to do the interviews. And like I said, you know, our biggest dream would be to win and then go and get that great tie in the third round.
Lastly, I'm just going to ask you what your thoughts are on Adam May and Herzen Alves. Adam May has extended his loan until January, and Herzen Alves made his debut for us the other night.
Yeah, I thought Herzen was particularly unlucky. I had to do something on half time, or else we were going to get a right hammer, and I didn't want that. So Herzen was a bit unlucky to come off. It wasn't his fault. There's nothing he'd done wrong. So he's with us for certainly for the next week or two. With Adam May, I think we're seeing him getting better and better as he understands the level and understands how a midfielder plays in this league. So Adam's getting better, and as I said, he will certainly help us over this next month, and he'll get plenty of game time.
Paul, thank you very much for talking to SUFCtv, and good luck for Saturday's massive tie.
Yeah, Tom, if I can just sort of say to the supporters as well, apologies for Tuesday night. That was my decision. As I said, I know 2 or 3 people weren't happy. I understand that. But what I would like everyone to do is come in a real positive mood Saturday. Get your colours out, get your scarves, get the balloons, get the clappers out, and be as loud as you can. And if you can be our 12th man, let's see if we can all do it together.
Paul, thank you very much for talking to SUFCtv.